Greetings, travelers, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, presented by Draco Breach. Last time, we did some errands, discovered what we could do with the Pegasus boots, and, well, we checked out a book from the library. This time is all about the next dungeon. And let me get out of here so I can show you the map. So our first port of call was the Eastern Palace, of course. This time we are heading towards this palace in the middle of the desert, known as the Desert Palace. Creative, right? But regardless, that is where we are heading. I got a fairy. Nope. On my test file, I got a fairy there. Got really lucky to refill my life because I was being kind of reckless in the fields, testing some things out. As I do. I am reckless, as I keep saying. But anyway, we find this monument, and actually, don't know what that says. But we put on the book. We take out the book, and we use the book to open the way to go. To open the way to go forward. Make your wish here, and it will be granted. And Link will pray, make a wish, and the strange statues that were blocking the way will move around and reveal the path to you. I do not want the book anymore, so we can head in. And welcome to the Desert Palace, where we have, levers, I believe they're called. Get used to things coming out of the ground here. So, if we head up, we see a Beamos, a staple Zelda enemy that shoots, well, beams at you. I was trying to avoid that, but of course I go into that anyway. Because of course I do. But, I don't remember what they're called. They take 2 hits with the sword or 1 pot. And these guys, the same. They take 2 swings of the sword or a single pot. In this room, it's literally just enemies. There's no reason to come in here. Unless you just want to fill in your map. And that's one reason to come in, because the door locks behind you, and there is no reward for beating all the enemies. So, there's that. In this room, however, did I seriously shoot you before? I did. I shot you before you woke up. I'm usually better about that timing, but there you go. Fortunately, there is a jar with a heart in it. And I love that they kind of present these to you. Some people on their first run through might think, oh, just light up these torches. They do nothing. The torches do absolutely nothing. In order to get the map, you have to press on that switch. But just to prove, yeah, nothing happens. Even if I did that before stepping on the switch, nothing would happen. So, yeah, I love how the room works to trick you into that as well, because it gives you 2 small magic jars, which is more than enough to light those 2 torches. So, I kind of like it as clever little world building. Okay, right, I don't need an item here. I sometimes forget that Pegasus boots are not they're automatically equipped. They're always on. Link, it is I, Sarasala. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. Or so he says. So we leave that room. And in here, we see another Beamos. Hiding behind the pots will not... Okay. Will not hide you from the Beamos. As long as you're pretty diligent in watching where the Beamos' eyes are, you should be able to avoid getting hit, I say as I get hit. Oh, right. Because of course. I kind of forgot where what my path was. But anyway, where we actually want to head is south. This room is less important. There's a Beamos in here, but in case for some odd reason you do need to leave the dungeon, this is the way you can leave. I didn't show why you need that, so let's do that right quick. But the reason I thought I had hit you once already. The reason you need that room to leave the dungeon is actually because right now you can't leave the dungeon through the main entrance. These stone statues have moved back in the way. So there's no way out unless you use that side path. There's actually another side... Okay. I was not paying attention to that Beamos. There is actually another side path, so it's not, like, exclusively the only way, but yeah. There's that. In here, we have a Beamos and some weak little popos. And we can get ourselves the compass. Entering this room, you'll have these cannons that are shooting. I've read that they will shoot fewer cannons, cannonballs, if there are more enemies left in adjoining rooms. I've never actually tested that, but in here you get the big key. Although at the same time, they are shooting a little bit slower than on my test file, but I don't know why, because these enemies tend to respawn all the time, so I don't know why. So, yeah. For some odd reason, they're shooting a little bit slower than when I was testing this dungeon. Now you want to head in here. Because you have the big key, and you can get the dungeon item, which is another nice item to have, the Power Glove. You can feel strength in both your hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. Nice thing about this is that, like the Pegasus boots, it is a permanently equipped item. You do not need to select it in the inventory screen. Step on this, activate the Beamos, and walk out. Alright, so, besides those things that shoot out of the ground and shoot fireballs at you, there's also the blue version, which, I think that was a blue version, which does not shoot fireballs at you. I don't know why they decided to give you an easier enemy, but that's what it is. Now, the main difference between the red and the green levers is that the red ones move a little bit faster. Now, in this next room, there is a BMOS. And again, it kind of makes you think that you need to do something with these 3 lanterns, and this time I'll actually show you. If you light them, nothing happens. What you need to do is push this block, which opens this door, and shows you a fairy room. I believe both of my pots are still full, but I've been reckless, but I don't have any hearts missing. Go figure. Anyway, leave that room, go south, and we're back on the world map. That seems rather odd, but if we go south, I don't think I showed this off, but there is a piece of heart causing us to increase our maximum health with our 8th heart piece. Of course I got stuck on that. But the power gloves allow you to lift stones now. So now we have a lot more open to us, but we'll be starting that exploration next episode. For now, go back into the dungeon. I didn't think you would see me. Push this one and go into this door. Here you have 2 options. I'm going to show you the easy way. Do nothing. Link wins by doing absolutely nothing. You can go into the room and swing your sword. In fact, I'll show you. Yeah, right there. Your sword will destroy these tiles that are flying at you. But if you want an easy time, do nothing. Just wait it out. Now, speedrunners, of course, will not wait it out. They would immediately go into this room and collect the item that they need, which is actually going to be the last bit that I show you. But if you go through this room, underneath the pots, there are only 2 useful items. The heart in the middle pot over there, and the key to this room. Why the room is locked? I don't know. They could have honestly made the tiles, like waiting out the tiles or defeating all the tiles, the condition, but they decided that there was going to be a key. It is what it is. Now this room is a defeat all the enemies room. Once you defeat all the popos, the door's open. This room, I believe the main thing with these BMOS is that their eyes are a little bit faster. Of course. And again, this dungeon likes doing this. These pots, these lanterns, are completely pointless. I'm not going to light them up because that's just a waste of magic. Oh, I actually was trying to avoid the BMOS more than anything. And of course, I pick up the key on the right. The key, oh, wait. I mean, it's not really faster to defeat the tiles rather than wait them out because they spawn at a very specific rate. So if you're like, if you don't necessarily know exactly where the key is for this room, waiting out the pots is just fine. If you know where the key is, and actually I forgot in this room where it is. If you know where the key is, like I really should know, then you can just bum rush here and not really worry, and of course it's in the top right. In this room is a red Igor, and defeating it did nothing. All this time, all the lanterns were fake, and now actually have to light them all up. This dungeon, this little small kind of, it's almost trollish, almost, but yeah, you have to actually light all the lanterns there. There's no point in equipping the air. I think the bow and arrow will work on this boss, but I have more luck with the sword. But yeah, say hello to these centipedes. I get hit by that debris way too often. Oh boy, I am actually taking more damage early in the fight than I did in my test fight. I am really not doing well. These guys... They're more... Wow, I'm actually taking quite a bit of damage. I might actually have to use my red potion, which would be fine because I prefer to have fairies. I was actually getting knocked around by these, because you'll see when you hit them with your sword, you kind of get pushed back. I was getting knocked from one into another, so my sword swing was... okay. My sword swing was actually catching multiple of them with one swing. You kind of want to try to time your swing to just before they leave their burrow. As you can see, I'm actually doing an awful job. I cannot believe that my test run did significantly better than this. But there you have it. I did not even see that piece of debris. Okay, that's one down. I believe they actually start pushing up more debris as you take them down. It's still 4, so maybe I'm wrong. I was one hit away from... Oh, nope, I was one hit... What? My luck was so bad through that entire fight. And then... Okay. That works. But now we get the blue pendant, the pendant of wisdom. My luck was so bad through that entire fight. Well, you won the pendant power. I thought the red pendant was power. Huh. Okay. The pendant of power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. Okay, I seriously thought that was the pendant of wisdom. Anyway. The last pendant, the red pendant, is at the north of the map. And we'll start our trek there next episode. Of course, there's some errands to do in the meantime, some items to pick up, but until then, this will be Draco Breach reporting out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, God bless and safe travels.